As we expect more rain in our forecast, a fire in our region is now 100% contained with the help of the past rain. And just this morning, new funding has been announced to support salmon recovery efforts across Oregon.
It's a bright and warm Wednesday, a great day for heading outdoors.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 Midday.
Good morning, and like Sarah said, it is a beautiful midday today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brinkley Hill. So let's check in with Sarah as we're expecting a nice, warm, bright day. Great air quality today. A great day to get outside.
It's definitely going to be an amazing day if you are heading outside, if you're going on a hike, going outside to play, going to the coast. Either of those is going to be a beautiful day outside. Let's go ahead and take a look at our current temperatures right now. Over into Medford, about 70 degrees. In Klamath Falls, 68 along the coast, 63 degrees in Brookings. For the rest of today, your highs aren't looking too bad. We're still below average, but it is going to be warmer than yesterday. Highs in the mid 80s in the west valleys. As we're going over to the Klamath Basin, expect a little bit of a cooler high in the upper 70s. And along the coast, you'll be seeing your highs in the mid 60s. Now, for the rest of the week, we are going to see a decline in temperatures. Take a look at Thursday's high. Only 67 degrees. It is going to be feeling very fall-like across the region, and we could even break some records for lowest highs. And looking past the next few days, we are going to be seeing chances with rain with these cooler temperatures. Heading into Thursday, we're going to be seeing some rain into the evening hours, and on Friday, we're going to be seeing some widespread rain across the region. We'll talk more about when you can expect these showers, where they're going to be, and for how long, coming up next in our full forecast.
Thanks, Sarah. Now, this morning, we're continuing our coverage of Oregon U.S. Representative Cliff Benn's town hall. The town hall started at 10 a.m. yesterday, but was quickly interrupted by pro-Palestinian protesters. The goal of the town hall was to update residents on the work he's been doing in Congress. NewsWatch 12 has confirmed that the Rogue Valley pepper shakers were the ones to interrupt the town hall. NewsWatch 12 was at that town hall, and we showed you this interruption. This was not the first time the group has interrupted a town hall in Southern Oregon. During Senator Ron Wyden's town hall last month, there was an interruption from protesters as well. And we want to give you a closer look at who the pepper shakers are and their very public stance on the police. The Rogue Valley Pepper Shakers were established in March of 2020 by a group of friends in high school. Now, heading to their website, their mission says, "We believe engagement with protesters is the most effective tactic." They also don't work with police, saying, "As an organization, we are strictly police and prison abolitionists. We believe that police are inherently harmful entities that hurt marginalized people the most. And for that reason, we do not call or work with them, and we make it abundantly clear that they are not welcome in our spaces." Now, the Pepper Shakers are also one of the plaintiffs in a lawsuit filed yesterday by the Oregon ACLU. They're taking legal action against the Medford Police Department, claiming that MPD is illegally spying on progressive groups within the Rogue Valley. NewsWatch 12's Lee Collum has more on this story.
The city of Medford responding to a lawsuit filed Tuesday by Oregon's ACLU. The suit says that city police violated state law by surveilling progressive groups in the valley based on their political beliefs. The ACLU filing on behalf of 3 plaintiffs, including the Rogue Valley Pepper Shakers. Last month, the group interrupted Senator Ron Wyden's town hall meeting in Medford by protesting, calling for a ceasefire in Gaza.
Well, I was asked to be the moderator of this town hall, so at this point we want to...
Medford City Attorney now saying police review publicly available social media to address public safety during public rallies and protests.
Police Chief Justin Ivins says, quote, "The Medford Police Department prioritizes community safety and upholds the constitutional right of our citizens. We use publicly accessible information to plan and staff events that impact public safety. This ensures our ability to address potential safety concerns while safeguarding those exercising their constitutional right to free speech." Medford Police emphasize that their efforts are focused on preventing traffic disruptions, conflicts, and potential violence during these events. Now onto our Crime Watch. We're sharing more details regarding Nasi Zubari. He faced arraignment on multiple criminal charges in a Medford federal courtroom. Some of those include kidnapping, sexual assault, and attempted escape. NewsWatch 12's Carlos Murrieta has the latest on Zubari's visit to court.
This morning, in a pretrial conference that reviewed more than 470 exhibits of evidence in the case, U.S. District Court Judge Michael McShane noted that evidence suggests Nasi knew Zubari had a bigger plan. Evidence presented in court included Zubari's accused plans for an underground facility and his search for land for a bunker. Other evidence shares Zubari's plan to have his own army populated by children from multiple women. During Tuesday's proceedings, Zubari challenged the case against him, calling the FBI liars and criticizing their handling of his attempted suicide. He faced additional charges related to an attempted escape from the Jackson County Jail. He is accused of kidnapping a woman from Seattle, sexually assaulting her during a drive to his Klamath Falls home, and holding her captive in a cinder block cell. Zubari is also charged with similar crimes against another victim from Portland, both of whom were reportedly sex workers. Zubari's defense team sought to exclude evidence related to his arrest in Reno, Nevada, but the court ruled this evidence relevant. The trial included video clips from a standoff with Reno police showing Zubari making threatening statements before being found injured. Zubari pleaded not guilty to all charges.
Onto our fire watch this morning. Great news as the Dixon fire is now 100% contained. This is the final update for the fire that's just under 2,000 acres in Douglas County. Mop-up will continue on through the coming days. Plus, the Southwest Area Incident Management Team is turning Warner Peak fire operations back to local units. The fire now 90% contained. The Southwest Area team issued their final update for the Warner Peak fire yesterday morning, and firefighters will continue to patrol the fire edges as mop-up for the nearly 66,000-acre fire continues. The Boise fire saw an uptick in visible activity as vegetation dries out, but little growth was outside the current perimeter. The fire is just over 12,000 acres this morning, now 14% contained. As operations for the Boise fire continues, traffic control on Salmon River Road will be in place 24 hours a day. And Critter Lake National Park says that the north entrance will remain closed due to the Middle Fork fire. The closure will allow fire crews to prepare control lines and reduce fire fuels. This closure is necessary to ensure the safety of the fire crews and public. We don't know when the closure will end, but the national park remains open and is still accessible from Highway 62 on the west and south sides. This morning, a woman is in jail after a grass fire shut down I-5. On Monday night around 8 p.m., the fire was reported just off I-5. You can see pictures from this fire that Ashland Fire and Rescue and police responded to and were able quickly to contain this fire. 43-year-old Jennifer Paulson was taken into custody and charged with reckless burning, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. Rural Metro Fire Type 1 REMS teams have returned home after 28 days on the Battle Mountain complex. The rapid extraction model support was deployed to the wildfire as a rescue resource in case other fire crews got into some trouble. The 4-person team was ordered and assigned by the Oregon Department of Forestry. The team conducted in-field trainings, preparation, and coordination. They also built relationships with local residents. The mission was called a success, and we welcome those firefighters back home this morning. CAL FIRE has announced grants for wildfire prevention projects across California. Over $90 million in funding will be available. Siskiyou County will be receiving grants to protect housing structures within the city of Weed. It will also pay reduced fire fuels and fire hazards near communities. The thinning and prescribed burning will focus on areas that have already been impacted by the Mill Fire in 2022. California Governor Gavin Newsom says that these investments will support local fuel reduction and forest health. And new this midday, Oregon's 2 U.S. senators have announced $35 million in funding to help restore Pacific salmon and steelhead. $3 million of that funding from NOAA is coming straight to the Klamath Basin. That money will help the Klamath River Intertribal Fish and Water Commission, as well as the Oregon Watershed Enhancement Board, in recovery efforts following this Klamath Dam removal process. Now, Senators Workley and Wyden say they will continue to pursue funding for salmon as they acknowledge the historic importance of salmon in Oregon's tribal heritage and economy. And this morning, Ashland has a new city manager. Meet Sabrina Cotta. Now, Cotta has been the acting city manager since October of 2023 when the former Ashland city manager resigned. With 15 years of experience, Cotta was appointed last night at a city council business meeting.